Hello, it's Leanne and Simon on Loving Life Now with today's topic, expand and thrive. Should I say that again? Expand and thrive.
Yeah, you probably didn't say it loud enough. Expand
and thrive.
Thrive.
All right, I'm going to do some sharing. You can do what you're
doing. Well, big welcome. As you've joined us on Facebook this evening, we'd love to welcome you to the stream. So let us know where you're streaming in from. Pop your details in the comments so we can give you a personal hello.
And we're live over here on TikTok too.
From a very wet and rainy Gold Coast. What's new?
It's still raining.
Got some interesting stuff to share about Queensland
and
the Gold Coast. I will. Don't you worry. I will. I'm going to share it. Stephen. Hi, Stephen. First out of the gate. Great to have you here from Aratula. Michelle Collins. Hello from a wet Gold Coast. Peggy from a wet and stormy Perth. Heard about that as well. Brooke Davies. Tropical Townsville. Hello, Brooke.
Tropical.
Welcome. Joe Newland. Good evening from another wet Gold Coast. Who else we got joining us? Come on out with your name and where you're streaming in from. Let us know. Pop your details in the comments. G'day, Gabby. Great to have you here again on the Gold Coast. Karen. Hello, Karen from Aratula. Rob Collins on the Gold Coast. And yes, wet as. Kerry Young.
Wet as.
Hello,
man.
Kerry Young. Are you in Hobart or are you back in Mackay? I saw Shani, David, somebody else I skipped. Brett Hudson's back from...
You skip somebody? What did you skip somebody?
Well, it just went too quick. Brett Hudson's back from his adventures.
Oh, we're jealous.
Over in wherever he went.
Fiji,
Can't remember. No, I don't care where he went.
We don't want to know.
Plastering his stuff all over Facebook. Nigel, hello Nigel in Cairns. Welcome to Ida.
We've got Coss Harbour, Tassie and
Bernie.
Vegas.
Hello, Bernie doing backflips in Burleigh. She's getting out of the water. Who else we got? Brett Hudson. No, Brett, don't talk to us, Brett.
No, Brett.
Brett's saying he went somewhere and he's trying to tell everyone.
He went to Fiji, just saying.
We know where he went. Lorna Edwards. Hello, Lorna. Great to have you here from Perth. Stormy Perth. Nicole Moore. Hello, Nicole. Where are you streaming in from? We'd love to know. Cheryl Mapp. Hello from Sydney. G'day, Cheryl. Thanks for joining us. Nicole Moore is from Melbourne. G'day, Nicole. Let us know. It's wet and rainy in Melbourne. Mark. G'day, Mark.
Hi,
Mark's in Melbourne. Mark and Sandra. Luan. Hello from WA. Elena Ferguson.
Hello. That's her username on TikTok.
Oh, is it? Okay. Otherwise, Elaine from Adelaide.
Elena. She's the one that said she finished my book the other day.
Excellent. Good.
Yeah, thanks, Elena.
Yes.
All right.
Well, she did actually start writing book number 2, which is called
Lifestyle, Love and Beyond.
You said it too quick.
Lifestyle, Love
and What's book number 2 called?
Lifestyle, Love and Beyond.
Correct. And that's part of our it's a little our slogan, isn't it?
Our tagline.
Our tagline: Lifestyle, Love and Beyond. Rob Collins says,
welcome.
We're ready
to get started. Welcome's finished. We get into it.
We want to share some details,
Some details.
Because we're going on about how wet it's been in southeast Queensland.
Raining just a little bit.
And we said we haven't had summer, and I don't think people truly understand what is going on in southeast Queensland. Let me share some stats. So up until today on the Gold Coast,
even though it's been raining all day today,
we have had more rain on the Gold Coast in the first 4.5 months of the year than we normally average in an entire year. So we've had a year's worth of rain on the Gold Coast in the first 4.5 months of this year. Now here's the next stat. The average sunshine on the Gold Coast for the start of 2022.
And just remember, we're the sunny state.
For the start of 22. So this is the average sunshine per day is 3 hours. And we normally average 7.7 hours of sunshine per day in the first 4.5 months of the year. And we've got 3. Do you believe it? Like 3. So we've had not only more rain in the first 4.5 months than we normally have in an entire year. It has not stopped raining. It is just ridiculous here.
Nope.
Isn't that crazy? It is crazy. So when you hear us talk about, or if you hear people talking about how wet it is in southeast Queensland, it is absolutely true. And there's no end to it.
We're not the sunny state right now.
We got rain for the rest of the week, but the forecast starting from the weekend is meant to be fine all of next week, which would be a great. We'll actually get to see the sun. We'll be able to go outside.
I went to Brisbane today and it was sunny, and I was like, "What is this? I feel weird. I'm in the sun."
Oh my goodness, it is crazy. So anyway, so just some interesting facts for you. So it has been very wet in southeast Queensland and particularly on the Gold Coast for the start of the year. So to all those tourists that come up here and think they're having a great time on the Gold Coast, yeah, you can, but be prepared. It's,
bring your
very tropical.
And your umbrellas and your gumboots and your...
All right, well, let's jump into our topic. What else has been happening? Anything else exciting that we've
had my nails done today. Mel did my nails. See, Mel's online. There you go, Mel.
All right, well, that wasn't what I was thinking about sharing, but that's obviously what you thought was important to share. Is there anything else?
We're going to a cool show. We
are going to
when, but like...
Why not? It's tomorrow night. We're going to a show tomorrow night on the Gold Coast, which is really interesting. What's it called? Spangle...
I don't know.
I can't even.
Apparently, you're meant to wear white. That's all I know.
It's here for a couple of weeks. It's a adults only show. It's in a big.
We've got VIP up front,
like a big tent.
Yes,
like a big marquee.
Like a circusy tent.
Yeah, but it's very classy.
Yep.
And it's happening on the Gold Coast for the next couple of weeks. So we booked tickets tomorrow night.
Exciting.
So it's exciting, and there's a magic show there from Japan. So we thought
we haven't booked that one.
No, but it depends on the weather. If it's raining, it's. We'll see what happens, but we're looking forward to it anyway.
Yeah.
And then this weekend we've got got kids here. We're going to the movies. We're going to go and see the new Top Gun movie.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. Taking the teenagers along because everyone's got to watch Top Gun, right? It's one of those iconic movies. Doesn't matter how old you are, what generation you come from. Everyone knew the original Top Gun. Well, of course, now we've got the latest.
And Tom doesn't look a day older than he did on the first one.
Oh, yeah, he does.
He likes to think he doesn't look a day older.
He looked really young in the first one. I think you need to go back and revisit.
Okay, I'm just saying he doesn't look that old for his age. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about our topic. And our topic is about expanding and thriving. So how do we expand and thrive in life? So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So let's talk about what's possible when a person chooses to rise above the herd. That ring light with the phone for TikTok's going right in my glasses. But anyway, well, I'll just keep going with that. So we're talking about what's possible. So what is possible for you? What's possible for us? What's possible for the next person when you choose to rise above the herd? What's the herd, Lee?
Where everybody hangs out.
Everyone hangs out. So you can be a part of the herd, which is like being a part of the sheep or the cattle.
Well, what do they herd? They herd sheep and cattle.
Yep, and you can follow the herd, or you can actually break out and be a rhino.
Be the black sheep.
Be a rhino. Bust out of the herd and be a rhino. So what's possible when a person chooses to rise above the herd? So are you choosing to expand and thrive in your life? Ask yourself. Are you choosing to expand and to thrive in life?
Yes.
So is there anything keeping you from actually choosing the character traits of a champion?
Yes.
What's stopping you?
Yourself.
Or
maybe somebody else, but
it could
yourself.
be. Yeah, somebody else could be your stopper, could be your spouse, could be your...
Are you stopping me?
No. Could be your significant other. Well, with some things.
Yes, some things.
Could be shopping. So is there anything keeping you from choosing those character traits of a champion? Right? And we are responsible for what we want to achieve. So if you want to be a champion, then you've got to follow what champions do, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how do we present ourselves in life? How do we present ourselves, Lee?
This shows and demonstrates what we choose in the game of life.
Yeah, it does. So how we present ourselves, how we show up on a day-to-day basis, absolutely demonstrates the way we choose to play the game of life, right? And what are some of those things? What are some of the things that people choose to do on a daily basis that reflect how they're choosing to play the game of life?
So smoking and drinking.
Yep, that can be bad for some people.
Eating badly.
Eating badly can be bad for people.
Eating McDonald's every day or whatever. KFC. Rudeness or politeness.
Well, rudeness first. So we got the negatives, right? These are some of the negative things that people might be showing up in their life or demonstrating on a day-to-day basis. They're not really motivated. They're eating poorly, not taking care of themselves. but they're also rude to others. Alternatively, you can have other traits which are positive, right? And what are they?
So politeness, eating healthy, exercising.
Yeah, so making better choices.
Yeah.
So making better choices about how you show up day in, day out in your life. So do you want to show up in a positive way, or do you want to show up in a negative way? And who are you being? So the more aware that you become, the more you can change and improve these character traits. So if you know that some of these character traits are within you, the more awareness we create, the more you can actually turn around and say, you know what, I want to choose to make a change in these areas.
Yep.
Now, how do we move forward, Lee? How do we move forward from that?
So we can look to others creating certain results.
Yeah, so we can.
I can't read your writing.
Okay, so we can look to. Well, first of all, we look to others, right?
Yes.
So when you got started in the industry, and you've been doing this online business in personal development now for 13 years.
Yes.
So when you got started, what inspired you to get started in the industry?
What others were doing.
Yeah. So when we want to create success, sometimes we look for success in others. So what are other people doing? What are they doing to create success for themselves? How are they living their life? Are they showing up in a positive way? And so therefore, do I see them as a role model, right? And if they're a role model or somebody that I aspire to, be like, or I admire them for their life or what they're doing or how they're showing up, then that's what people look for. They look for people that are inspiring, right? Now, of course, we can look to others and learn from them, but it's a natural way that people attempt to move forward.
Yes.
So the first thing they do is go, okay, well, I want to find people that are successful.
And then I'm going to follow what they do.
Yeah, I'm going to learn to do what they do and why are they successful. There's got to be things that I can learn from those people that are creating success. So find role models. That's the first thing you can do in order to create, expand and thrive, is to find role models. So have you got positive role models in your life?
And you might have different role models in different areas of your life. So you might have this one for business, this one for relationships, this one for fitness. So there'd be different role models.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, often we can seek a better way after we experience failure. Now, often that's what turns people, right, to looking for expansion and a way to thrive, is because they failed and they had a bad experience. So they want to overcome that. They want to move forward. What else?
Many times the successful examples we choose can be plagued with flaws that create other problems.
Yeah, absolutely. And that certainly can be the case. So sometimes we make choices that don't really serve us and lead us down a path of challenges, sometimes destruction. So take the time, you've got to take the time to look within. You've got to look within yourself at your own personality traits that we've taken on. So we take on personality traits from others. And it could be as you grow up in life, we take on personality traits from your parents. And there's some, I'm sure, that you don't like, right? So
totally.
There's personality.
People are like, if I'm being my mother, stop me.
I don't want to be like my parents. How often do you hear that from people, right? They want to outcreate their life. They don't want to grow up and necessarily have all the traits that their parents have.
And that's most people.
Absolutely. But it's also about evolution, right? So in life, as people, we evolve. We evolve as people in life, and we learn new skills. We learn how to deal with things differently. We learn how to make different choices. We learn different strategies that we can use to improve ourselves. So we take the time to look within. And if you've got personality traits that you've taken on and they're not serving you, be aware of those. And if they're not serving you, then we've got to look to retrain ourselves.
Yep.
All right, we've got to retrain ourselves, and then what have we got to do?
Recognize what works for you.
Yeah, and of course, what doesn't. Right, so be aware of what's working for you as a personality trait, but also be aware of what's not working for you. So if there's personality traits that you've taken on that are not serving you, be aware of those so that you can get rid of them. All right. Now, we are as individuals very adapting and adaptful individuals. And there's two ways. Yeah, there's two ways, Lee. Two ways that we can adapt as individuals. What is that?
Survive and control.
Yeah, so you can either adapt to survive or you can adapt and take control of your life. So I know which one I'd prefer, and that is
Yes.
definitely to take control. I don't want to just be surviving. I often say to people, we're not put on this earth to work to survive. And I think a lot of people do. They just go to work to survive in life. And that's really not life. That's not living, right?
No.
It's surviving. And certainly we want to be in control of our life, not just surviving. So if you find yourself not doing what you want to achieve the desired result, right? So if you find yourself in that situation where you are not doing what you want, you're not going to get the result you want.
No.
You're not going to get the result you desire. So what do we got to do to change that?
Be aware, observe, and compare.
Yeah, so
don't compare yourself to others.
So be aware of the situation, observe yourself, and then compare. Well, if that's not working for me, I need to make a change. So what else can we do, Lee?
Make a better decision next time.
Yeah, often we talk about, what can we learn from things in our life? What can we learn from situations that we've been in that may not have gone the right way? And we can ask ourselves, so what's good about it and what can we learn from it? And you can always find the negative or the positive, but it's about looking for the positive in a negative situation. So what's good about it? Find the good in it, whatever it is, and then what can I learn from this next time? So make better decisions and better choices next time. Now, what serves your best results? Is it moving you closer to your goals or further away? And you've got to ask yourself that, don't you?
Yes, absolutely.
In what situations? Anything in particular or anything?
Yep. If you're not moving in the right direction, you need to change direction.
Yeah. So ask yourself: is my decision, is my choice moving me towards my goals or further away? And if it's moving you towards your goals, that's a great thing. If it's moving you further away, it's not the right decision, all right? And sometimes we've got to change those decisions that we make in order to move in the direction that we want to go. So, again, when we talk about expanding and thriving, what's really important, Lee?
Each of us adapt each and every day.
Yeah, we do. We adapt each and every day. Like throughout the day, we adapt, right?
Yep.
We adapt to situations. We adapt to other people.
Yep.
Other people's responses, other people's behaviours. Teenagers, we adapt to them and their behaviours.
We try to adapt.
we adapt, right? We adapt in our day-to-day life.
Yeah.
But we either adapt in the direction that they choose or in the direction that life pushes us, right? So it's either a choice. We either adapt in the direction that we want or in the way that we get pushed.
Usually from the teenagers, we get pushed.
All right, what else?
You are either moving towards something you want and desire, or you're moving away from something you fear.
Yeah, so I love that statement. Think about that. You're either moving towards something you want and desire, or you're moving away from something that you fear.
So you're either driven by the want or the fear.
Yeah. So ask yourself, am I going towards something, but then I'm driven away from it because of the fear of the unknown? And so often we talk to people that are stuck because of the fear.
Yes.
The fear of the unknown. But what about if it was the fear of creating massive success? Like what if you actually went and did whatever it was that you were fearful of in order to create the result? And what if you were massively successful at doing that?
Well, people have fear that they're not worthy of that, or that they can't be that successful person because they don't feel that successful.
But it's not always that, right?
No.
It's the fear of failure.
Yes.
That
Usually.
drives people,
Yes.
usually. So are you running towards something, or are you running away from something?
Well, it depends if it's a tiger or a lion. I'm probably running away.
You want to?
It's the only time you'll ever see me run.
Well, you want to. So, but ask yourself in life: are you running towards something that you want, or are you running away from something that you're trying to get away from? And that's a really eye-opening awareness to have in your life. Am I moving myself closer to my goals, or am I holding myself back? Am I going towards something that I want and desire, or am I running away from fear? And is fear stopping me? So we've got many things. Sorry, my daughter's just trying to ring.
I just hung
me.
up on her.
We just declined the
Oops.
call. So running towards something new is absolutely the desired strategy for everybody that's joined us, right?
Yes.
You want to be running towards something new, something that you desire. So maybe write that down. What is something new, something that you desire that you want to run towards and go after in your life? Because everyone deserves to be running towards something.
Or walking fast. You don't have to run.
No, but you've got to be moving positively in the right direction, and you don't want to be running away from something, right? Sometimes we've got to face our fear and do it anyway.
Exactly.
Right? Face the fear and do it anyway. So are you running towards something new? It needs to be the desired strategy. So what are some of the positive things around this, Lee, by going in the direction of what we want?
It's proactive.
It is proactive. Yep. So you've got to be proactive in order to go towards something that you want, right?
Yep.
What else?
Leads to expanded opportunities.
It does. So if we're going towards something that we want or desire, then absolutely it leads to expanded opportunities. And we've got many situations in our life that's occurred, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What else? That's
It
twice.
leads to expanded opportunities
and expanded possibilities.
Possibilities.
I'm looking at it as the same word. I'm like, it looks like the same word.
So we can expand not only the opportunities, but we can also expand the possibilities by moving towards the desired result. All right.
And it's running toward responsibilities. Isn't
Right.
these big words?
So we've got it's moving us towards being more responsible, right? We've got to take responsibilities for what it is that we want and what the outcome is.
Absolutely. So identifying which direction you are running in.
As it's going to lead you to growth and freedom, right? Nice. So identify which direction you're running in, because it will absolutely lead to more growth and more freedom for yourself. So expanding and thriving, expansion is where it's at. That's all I got to say on that. Expansion is where it's at.
So more responsibility.
Take more responsibility.
Take more responsibility with everything.
Yep. And take more order in your life. Get more order in your life.
So get more organised.
And then create
bigger and better results and live better.
Live better. Imagine taking that on. I just want to live
Just going to live better. Just do whatever I need to do to live better.
I want to live better. That's a good affirmation.
Who wants to live better?
I do. I want to live better.
Let's live better.
Live better. All right?
Hands up.
Create a better life for yourself and just make a decision to live better. So bring order into your own life. Bring direction into your life and surround yourself by the best circle of influence you can find. Now, Lee, we've spoken about the circle of influence in the past, but let's just touch on it briefly. What's your circle of influence?
The people you surround yourself with.
Yeah, the people you surround yourself with, and they can be, they can be people that you aspire to.
So people you follow, people you spend time with.
Positive people, motivating people, people that have got a good relationship. You might aspire to that.
Your circle of influence is not always positive. You might be no.
But if it's not, you want to change it.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. So your circle of influence may not be all positive people.
Sure.
You might need to change it.
Sure. And we are talking about having that circle of influence as a positive influence, right? So we want to bring order to our circle of influence and make sure that the people that you are surrounding yourself with are your circle of influence, because it's a valuable resource
in your life.
It is. It's a valuable resource that we all deserve to have in our life, is a really positive circle of influence.
So expand and thrive and go forward to create.
That's it. Expand and thrive.
And live better.
Live better. Go forward and create. Aren't you pumped after this?
I'm so pumped.
We've got everyone pumped. Everyone's going, yes, I'm going to live better. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, you want to jump out of bed.
I'm living better.
And go, I'm going to live better today. Right? That's our
that's cute.
That's our catchphrase. Live better. So you want to live better, and you want to create. You want to expand and thrive. All right. I'm going to do a post about that. Expanding and thriving and living better.
Love it.
So make it a choice. Make it your mantra.
Go running, Lee. No.
Me
living better does not involve running. Just saying. Yeah. Does not involve running. It involves less running.
Peggy says she's totally pumped. I love this. I'm living massive.
Except for your waistline, because she mentioned that before. She said, as long as my waistline's not expanding.
Right, okay. Michelle Collins said, what? Not creating babies?
That ain't going to happen.
No. Richard Wiseman, live better today than yesterday. Absolutely. Awesome. I'm going to live better now.
Yes,
Bernie. Woo. So live better, you know, put some positive stuff out there on social media. Let people know you're going to live better. I'm going to live better. I'm going to expand and thrive, and I'm choosing to live better. Who's with me? Right? And see what you can drum up. Who's going to make a decision to just expand, thrive, and live better? It's because it is just a choice, you know, what we choose, and when we wake up tomorrow, what are we deciding? What are we deciding to be like?
To live better.
To live better. We're going to live better. That's it.
That's us.
So that's it for us for our topic for the week: expansion, expand, and thrive. It's a good topic, right? It's really we're in the book of action, and we're talking about how we can really thrive in our life.
Totally.
So live better.
So we're going to see you guys next week, same time, same channel.
And we'll have another great topic next week. We will let you know, and we'll post it on Facebook. So make sure you come and support us. And anything else?
That's it.
That's it. We'll enjoy the Top Gun movie this weekend at the cinemas with the kids. And looking forward to some sunshine here on the Gold Coast would be nice.
All right. Sounds good.
So let's have a great evening, everyone.
Bye.
Enjoy, and we'll see you on the streams.
See you then.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.